Pew 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 pew. Nailed it. Hello and welcome back to Captain Crash Gaming. This is Captain Crash 117 bringing you the next part of my run in Pokemon Scarlet. Now we're picking up right where we left off, and that was completing the school, and we're going to start off with this little speech given to us by the director of the school explaining the treasure hunt, which is basically not a real treasure hunt, but a experience hunt where he wants us to go out into the world and experience new and cool things. And before we get the rest of this video started, I would like to ask you guys, what is your favorite Pokemon? Comment down below. Also hit that like button and subscribe if you like Pokemon, want more Pokemon content. Thank you, and let's keep going on with the video. Now, after a little bit, he's going to tell you to go onwards with your treasure hunt. And then it's going to take you to the front of the school. We're going to get this little animation where you watch a lizard Pokemon, which I'm assuming is a new one for this generation. I've never seen it before in my life. But it appears to be a Pokemon that's like a motorcycle because people ride it and it's got like a little wheel on the front. It's actually kind of cool. Can't wait to get me one of them. And then Nemona's going to show up and she's going to be like, instead of talking to me right here, talk to me just, 5 feet down the street. So you're going to run 5 feet down the street and talk to Nemona. And for some reason, she wants to go on a nice little walk with you just down the stairs. Not really sure why. But while she's going, she's just telling you about how awesome everything is. And that's about it. Just making your own video. Just kind of saying the same thing that the leader of the school said, to go out and make your own thing. And then she's going to try to convince you to go and take on the gym challenge, which is what every Pokemon game is about, becoming the best Pokemon trainer and beating all of the gyms. And while you're doing that, Arvin, that's his name, haha. He's going to show up, and he's going to be like, no, she's going to be helping me to collect all these legendary Titan Pokemon. And they have like a little bit of a fight about what you should go do. Either way, it's your choice. You can kind of do whichever one you want. But then you're going to get a phone call from Cassiopeia, and she's going to tell you to also go after the Stars members. So you got 3 different kind of objectives that you can immediately go off of. She's going to put them on your map right there. And those are like kind of the 3 things that you can do. This one you can kind of just do along with the other ones, but the other one's kind of like you kind of choose one path and then do it. But either way, you're going to end up doing all of it. And then after she's done talking to you, she's going to be like, oh my god, you're so great. Become the best Pokemon trainer that you ever could. Yay. And she shows you a picture of the first gym building that you need to go to, which is where we're heading. And then this guy's going to be like, come on, let's go get some Herba Mystica. Come on. But yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want. What we're going to do is we're going to go do the gym challenge. So for some reason, this guy pops out. And what he does actually is he transforms his neck, into a wheel so that you can ride him like a motorcycle. He also jumps, which is pretty wild. So yeah, he randomly just transforms into a motorcycle Pokemon, just like the little lizard guy that we saw earlier in the purple. And this is pretty cool. It's basically this game's version of the bicycle from previous versions. It speeds you up just a little bit, lets you jump over obstacles, that kind of thing. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. But after this, you get a little notification that says that there's a bunch of classes available. So I went and took all those classes. There's not really a point in taking any of the classes. I still just have generic information. But after you take all those, I also went around and looked at the school. You can go to all of the rooms now. Like here's a little shop where if you can go and buy things in the school. And then each one of the rooms has like an exclamation point, which means that there's someone you can talk to in there. And if it's one of the teachers, they will go into like a small little dynamic talking thing. Like here we'll go to the biology lab where the biology teacher is, who actually is the guy who created this version of the Pokedex, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it. I went to every one of the rooms, talked to all the teachers. After you talk to them, for some reason, it tells you that you got a little bit better standing, or they like you a little bit more, or something. I'm not really sure yet what the point of that is, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next section here. And after I went to the school, I got a little bit lost. Basically, I wanted to go west, is what she said. If you want to go after the Titans, you go east. If you want to go after the gym challenge, you go west. And then I get a little sidetracked. But eventually, I make it to the west gate here. And this is the path that takes you out to the first gym room. And right before you go through the door, Nimona calls you to annoy you, just telling you that the first gym is a bug type and that you're going to have a lot of fun. Now, one thing you'll notice once you get into this first area is that the map is massive. Like, there is a lot of stuff to go explore. So I went around and grabbed objects. And one of the weird things is you can actually run into Pokemon that can crystallize or terracrylize. Can't remember what it's called. Oh yeah, there it is. Terrestrialize. He actually kind of beat me, so I had to run and start over again. But after I went around, I fought all the trainers. I looked for objects and stuff. I made my way up here. And after a quick healing, I went and checked out this weird tower that you can actually see in the background right here. I make my way all the way to the top of it, and up there's the TM for Electro Ball, as well as a new type of Pokemon for this generation of games. And he's like a mimic, in that he looks like a treasure chest or something. Like, you go and you open it, and then there's just a little dude in there. He's just hanging out in there. Little Gimme Goal is his name. And yeah, once I beat him, I just fall off the top of this tower. There we go. He's beaten. And yeah, anyways, like I was saying, you went to go use the ladder and just fell. Apparently your phone can just catch you, which is pretty cool. But yeah, after that, I'm just going to head down to the first town, which has the first gym. I'm going to fight some trainers along the way. I'm going to throw him out of his Pokeball so he can just, fight, get some experience along the way, which is a nice little change to this game. I'm actually a big fan of it. But actually right here, I evolve my Crocadill. He evolves into the middle transformation, his second evolution. We get this sweet little animation of him going. And one thing I like about this game is it doesn't take you into other screens. For the most part, it tries to keep you in the open world. So when things happen, it's just happening right here, and there's no transition screens or anything, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Crocadill evolves, and I head on down to the very first of the town. I guess it's not the first town that we went to, but it's the first one that's got a gym. So we're going to go take a look at that after we do a little bit of healing. And then there's another one of these guys that you can talk to, where if you've beaten enough dudes, he gives you Aerial Ace. The town just has a bunch of restaurants and stuff where you can buy basic items. And it really doesn't have anything much else besides the gym here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the gym. And just like the previous ones, there's going to be a gym challenge. And this gym challenge is very simple. I'll get into that here in a second, because Nimona somehow just is here, and she's going to tell us all about it. Yeah. But we're going to go talk to this dude right here, and he's going to tell us, hey, you need to go push a bean into a basket. It's a tradition. So then we're going to go push it's not a bean, it's an olive. An olive into a basket. Arguably one of the easiest gym challenges I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's also weird too, because here it doesn't just take you to, it's not part of battling the person. It's its own separate thing outside of the gym. Basically, you just want to go behind over here to where you see this basket, and we can get it started. And once you get it completed, you can go back to the gym, and then they'll actually let you challenge the person. But here we are at the gym challenge, the olive roll or olive harvest. It's a pretty easy one. It's called the Olive Roll Challenge. Olive Roll Challenge. I can't say that one. Anyways, so all it does is you take this big stuffed, it actually looks like an air bean. I don't know, an air olive. And then you have to push it over these obstacles just to the basket. And there's these trainers along the way that supposedly give you shortcuts. I don't know how that was a shortcut, considering I could just go around right there. But once you beat them, they'll move their line of Pokemon out of the way so you can push down, but you don't really need to do that on this first one. You could just push the olive all the way around, but it's a little bit easier to just, and you get the experience. You get to fight these bug type Pokemon and get the experience. Seeing as how they are all bug type Pokemon, just prepare your people for that, for the gym challenge, and for the actual gym battle. It's all mostly bug type Pokemon, so I picked the fire type starter, so this is really not hard. Also, leveling up seems to be pretty easy in this game. It seems to be a lot easier than in previous games, where I haven't really had to do any grinding. Like, I'm twice the level of everything around me, and all I've done is throw my guy out of the Pokeball a little bit and fight a bunch of trainers. So it seems to be relatively simple so far, but we'll see with the challenges in the future. So we're gonna go heal for some reason, even though I didn't take any damage, and I have fire moves, so I'm not gonna struggle with the gym battle. But we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go ahead and start the challenge of the very first gym badge, who's a bug type Pokemon trainer, our gym leader, Katie. Once you get this really long load screen to go, it's going to give you a little intro to the gym leader. She's going to give you a little speech about how great she is, and then you're going to start the battle. But this is gym leader Katie. She likes her Vivillon a lot, apparently, and she is the very first gym leader in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and she is a bug type Pokemon trainer. So she has basically the weakest type of Pokemon, and I have the fire starter, who I've affectionately named Crocadill, who will make short work of them. So first off, right off the bat, we've got a cricket named Nimble. That's my guess, is he's a cricket type Pokemon. Again, a fire move just takes him right out. Now she's gonna send out Tarantula. That's pretty funny, Tarantula. And again, fire will take it straight down. And then next she's going to send out, of all things, Teddy Ursa. I was a little confused by this one, but she is going to terrestrialize this one. So she's going to turn it all into like a giant crystal thing. And then, it looks pretty cool. And for some reason, this transforms it into a bug type Pokemon. So then fire kind of becomes effective against it. So I was able to kill him pretty quickly. And there you have it. That is beating the very first gym trainer in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, if you enjoyed this video, just like I was saying before, go ahead and comment what your favorite Pokemon is. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future for some Pokemon content. Hit that like and subscribe button if you love Pokemon just like I do, and you want to see more gameplay, you want to see more catching Pokemon, you want to see more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching.